Reddit to do and welcome into more important issues. It is Monday, September 2nd. We're in September. It's football season, I think, unfortunately. We're coming at you guys a day later. We thought maybe everybody needed the day off just to relax and, you know, I don't know. It's just, we definitely needed a day to mentally relax. It was, Saturday was tough. Saturday was a tough day. We did have a great tailgate. We'll get into that later. So that was the highlight of it. But then we went home sad. So it is what it is.
We so poo-poo.
We so poo-poo right now. We're going to talk about the Georgia State loss. We are going to talk about the rest of the season moving forward, and I guess kind of like where this season could go, hopefully up. We will talk about Saturday's tailgate because we're doing it again Saturday. If I bought season tickets, Landon has season tickets, some of our friends have season tickets. If we're going to be forced to go to the game, we're at least going to enjoy parts of it. So we're still going to tailgate.
Yeah, we're going to enjoy some of the day.
I can't imagine right now going to a game without tailgating. That'd be terrible.
Yeah, could you imagine the people that just went to the game?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awful. Then we're going to talk about the rest of college football, look at all that with just one game remaining this week. That's Louisville and Notre Dame. We've got Hard Knocks review, and then we've got some segments. Before we jump into all that, I need to tell you all about my friends at MyBookie. I never pulled it up because I'm terrible at this. Let me get there.
You'll get it.
I'll get it eventually. All these pictures from Saturday. My phone ends up with all the ones being taken.
A true fan wears orange after probably the worst loss in program history.
I wore orange yesterday. I wore orange today, like all day. And yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't figure it out. I don't.
It'd take me a while to get all this stuff out of this room, so I probably should just leave it.
Yeah, probably. Apparently everything's undownloaded on my phone because I suck. So
That's cool.
Yeah, let me pull up. Like, why would an app just undownload? Does that make sense?
Nope.
I don't know. So I've got to pull up the script. But you all, yeah. See, I'm just as prepared as our offense and defense looked.
Yeah.
The other day. So I'm just rolling with it right now. Here we go. Maybe. Yeah, I'm about as prepared as we were on Saturday. So this is good.
Which is really unfortunate. You wouldn't think you'd have to prepare. Like, you would think this is like, oh, yeah, I'm in college. I could take, like, a first-grade math class and not have to study for it. Yeah,
exactly. Well, I got here. So a little bit faster than the rest of us figured it out on Saturday. But if you found $100 on the street, would you pick it up or keep walking? Of course you take the money. So why do you keep picking winners and not betting on them? That's why I go to MyBookie. It's fast, it's easy, and they pay when you win. Let's face it. Where you're betting is just as important as who you're betting on. I wouldn't be telling you guys to bet with them if they weren't the best. Do the smart thing. If you're gonna bet this football season, bet with MyBookie. Did you know you can bet on games after kickoff? By the second half, it looks like your bet is gonna lose. You can always just take the other side. If you're the kind of guy that likes to bet a little and win a lot, try a parlay. If all your picks come through, you'll multiply your winnings. And no matter how you bet, the NFL season is the best time of the year. Join now, and MyBookie will double your first deposit. Only if you use the promo code CHAIR. To activate the offer, that's promo code CHAIR, CHAIR. Is that right? AR. Yeah. When I spell things in my head, it sounds so weird.
It sounds wrong.
Like, that's not it. Visit mybookie.ag today. You play, you win, you get paid. Get on it right now, guys. Do it. If you listen to me on Saturday as we had people pick out the scores. If you listen to me about betting, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that. That's on you. Sorry about that. But I guess let's just jump right into it, man. I'll be honest. I didn't go look at stats. I haven't looked at stats. I just refuse to because it doesn't matter. I don't care that JG threw for 300 yards. Win.
Yep.
I don't care that Ty Chandler only touched the ball so many times. All of our running backs on that roster should be able to do fine against Georgia State.
Yep.
Now, obviously, those things matter, but like at the end of the day, the only stat that matters is the W. And we couldn't do it. And then I'm gonna get off on a tangent. I know at some point today, so I guess we'll start early. I'll try to settle in a little bit, but then people blame it on the fans, man.
Oh yeah.
First off, it's 95 degrees, man. People were dying in the stands.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, people were dropping like flies. Second off, I said, we should, in an empty Neyland, you should beat them. You should beat them in a mud pit. You should beat them on the freaking river. You should beat them on Mars. Like, That loss is unacceptable. I don't care if you're playing in Turner Field. Yeah, that's where they play. Turner Field, the old home of the Atlanta Braves. That's where their field's at. I don't care if it's in Turner Field in front of a packed crowd that's cheering for Georgia State. You're more talented than that team, point blank, period. You should have beat them.
Yeah, you could have ran the same play over and over and over again and still should have beat them. You have the talent on this roster to destroy Georgia State. They shouldn't even be able to hold your jockstrap. No. Honestly.
No. It was a bad loss all around, and I know it's coach speak, and I know, part of me, I don't know. I told you this before the episode. I don't know how I'd feel about Jeremy Pruitt questioning the effort in a press conference. I hope he did it in the locker room, because the effort wasn't there on Saturday.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. And it's sad, and I said this at the pool. It's like, the players don't owe us anything. We don't owe the players anything. We don't have to go to the game on Saturday. I'm going to go because I paid for the tickets, and I can't sell them. That's stupid. I'll just go, and I guess if anything, there is a Petros in the stadium. I'll eat a good Petros and leave. I don't know, and but they don't owe us anything. But the good news is it's time for either to get with the program or get out. And I hope that's Jeremy Pruitt's mentality right now, because if last night's loss was any indication, 2 nights ago, loss was any indication, we've got a culture problem right now. Yep. If it was, I hope it wasn't an indication, but if it was, we've got a culture problem. So. Need that issue to get fixed real quick.
Yeah, did we not realize this game counts toward our record? Because it didn't look like it. It was like, it's just a preseason game. We're good.
Certainly did not.
We'll just throw people in wherever. You can line up wherever, play whatever position. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, why did you rotate that much? Even when you were down.
Yeah, that if you do the first game, okay, we're down, we need to cut that out. But we didn't. We played 7 different offensive lines. Or 7 different combinations of an offensive line.
And I guess part of me is I was saying give Maurer or Stroud a chance at one point with, the way JG was playing, and we didn't do that. So I guess I was asking for a rotate. But, we didn't why would we rotate some positions and not rotate others? And, we had you feel like you have a decent 5 offensive linemen, and you never just rolled with any of them. Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. It was a weird rotation. It was a very, very weird rotation. And it was everywhere on the field. Everywhere. Mm-hmm. Look at the running backs. Did we go with a hot hand at all? Obviously not. Ty Chandler didn't touch the ball in the second half. Yep. Again, I'm not getting the stats. You're making me talk stats now.
So, I don't even think... Trey Smith didn't even start, right?
I don't think so.
So your 2 best offensive linemen from yesterday didn't even start. And that's Trey Smith and Jameer Johnson. Didn't even start. And at one point, Wanye Morris, since he's been on campus, has been at tackle. And at one point, he was playing guard. I don't understand. Why even go through? Is that 10-minute period all we're practicing? That 10-minute period that the media gets to watch, is that all we're practicing?
They pack it up and leave after
because
that.
What are you practicing for if you can't even figure out an offensive line?
Yeah, and I told you too. I didn't like Darrell Taylor's comments about not being prepared, not watching. He didn't feel like they'd watched enough film, and you said too. Is that on him or the coaching staff? Where are we lacking the film at? Is he watching the full session, not doing it? What you got to do after practice or before practice? That's a different story then, I guess. But if looking at Darrell Taylor's comments and looking at us in every aspect of the game, I agree with his comments without knowing how much film they watched. You can't. That's the evidence you have. Then yeah, you have to assume that the coaching staff didn't have us prepared, and I hate that because I even said I was talking to some buddies on Friday, and I even said I don't think Jeremy Pruitt right now. I don't think he's the guy. He's got to go win it for me. Mm-hmm. I am rooting for him. I'm cheering for him. I hope it is. But if Saturday's an indication, if the end of last season's an indication, he's not the guy. And I'm not sitting here calling for his job. Do not misinterpret that. But we've got to get going in the right direction. And Vanderbilt wasn't an example of it. That's how we talked about it. That's not good. Not only is that not a good loss, that was the last time Vol fans saw you in 2018. Yeah. That was the taste you left us with. And then you come back with that?
It was the same team. It was the exact same team.
This is a sick prank, isn't it?
It was the exact same team. There was no improvement from that Vandy game to that Georgia State game. No.
And this is, it's like Vanderbilt. It's like trust fall. Your friends are messing with you. You fall on your back, and they're like, no, we're just kidding. We'll do it again. And you trust them again. Yep. And then they let you, one more time, they let you fall. That's what just happened to us. Mm-hmm. We're too trusting. That's what it is. Vol fans are too trusting.
And it's so weird. We only punted one time. We had 3 turnovers on our side of the 50. Mm-hmm. And I think they scored on every single one of those. So, we couldn't tackle, couldn't line up.
Defense did not know their assignments at all.
There was 0 push up front on both sides of the ball.
Our defensive line was getting dominated.
Yeah.
Would we just been better off letting Aubrey Solomon stay ineligible?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't get the assignment football thing just because I said it to you just a second ago. All these guys have played the option at some point in their career.
Yeah.
And the option isn't some magical, just thing that no one understands. Play your assignment. You're responsible for the running back. Play the running back. Responsible for quarterback. And you said it. It wasn't the veer. It wasn't some complicated where they're trying to misdirect you. There wasn't a ton of misdirection in it.
It was just going.
Yeah. It wasn't a ton of misdirection. The one play there was misdirection. Holy crap, we did on it. And it was barely a misdirection.
It was like a read.
We didn't fake the ball to the guy. The H-back just left and went the opposite direction blocking. Yeah. So it was barely a fake.
Yeah,
it was barely a misdirection. I don't even know if I want to call it that. It was ridiculous.
I mean, there's a reason why people don't run the option anymore because it's so easy to defend. But we look like, we're in the 1930s. We couldn't defend the option.
And a preseason All-American looked stupid on numerous occasions in Darryl. I don't know. I hate to because I don't want to call him out by name, but Darryl Taylor's just chasing ball, not holding backside, and the quarterback's able just to get free release and go. That's terrible football.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
We did not stay home. Safeties did not fill their lanes and would just get juked out of their shoes when they did try to fill a lane.
We had multiple times. This is just not paying attention, right? They don't get on the field. We had several plays with 10 men on the field. We had a play where not only was a defensive end lined up in the wrong spot, he was on top of another player.
2 yards back from the line of scrimmage.
Landon, buddy, I can get out there and realize, and I do not like to compare myself to, because I understand I'd never be their level. But as far as lining up, I would at least go, I might not be in the right spot. Or he might not be in the right. One of us is not in the right spot. Yeah. Let's figure this out. Who was the inside guy? Was it Darryl Taylor there? Right before the snap, somebody was telling him, you are not here. And it didn't work.
No.
So
I think the worst thing I saw the other day, on Saturday was it was like an outside run of some sort. He got outside and you could see the guys trailing the play and just so nonchalant, just like
they didn't rally to the football.
No.
I know what play you're talking about. We kind of had him wrapped up for a second.
And then he got loose. He got loose on the sideline a little bit. Yeah.
If they're running for it, he doesn't gain. He gains an extra 10. He gets a few extra yards. That's a part of it. But he doesn't gain those extra yards if you're running down. We've had several questions. I'm trying to.
Georgia State rallied to the football.
Yeah, they did. They wanted to win. So I was playing on top of this. Thoughts on Jordan Murphy's comments about the game from Trent Lawson? Man, it goes into that effort thing. It's just.
It's the culture.
It's a culture.
He's dealing with injury. He's trying to get back on the field. Not injury and illness. Apparently he lost a lot of weight, and he's trying to get back. He was supposed to practice today, but
it's a culture.
That's something you don't do.
No,
you need to stay away from that.
And it's not even so much. It's obviously the culture at Tennessee as well, but it's the culture with people today. Yeah. It's never my fault. There's never anything we can do about. It's just. Oh, that was funny. We lost. Oh well. If we win, cool. Well, you suck. We won. Yeah, but if we lose, whatever. It's just the culture of that, and it's the tweets are funny to people. They're laughing at you, not with you. They're laughing at you, and you're okay with being laughed at. I'm sure if someone makes fun of you to your face, you're either gonna fight them or cry. One or the other. You're either gonna be, oh, these people hurt my feelings. That sucks, or you're gonna fight them, and neither are okay options for you. But it's the culture, that you're okay with being laughed at. And I get it. He didn't play. Those are your team. It falls on you.
Yeah.
You're wearing that jersey too. It falls back on you. It's not a good look. I don't like it.
I think there needs to be a certain kind of pride. I don't feel like it's not a privilege anymore to play for the University of Tennessee.
Yeah.
The way it used to be.
No,
they're just not. And it's probably like that, across the country, but we see this team kind of up close.
Right.
And it doesn't seem like it's a privilege to play at Tennessee.
Right. And Jordan Murphy did delete the tweet that said, "I don't care what y'all say. This is funny." It was the guy in like dressed in like Sunday best rolling into the.
Yeah.
He did delete that, and someone tried to blame it on the, on the whole team. I do hope since those tweets got deleted, that means the man's catching a lot of flack from either the coaching staff or the players for it.
Yeah, somebody told him.
I mean, seriously, watch out. Juwan Jennings is not afraid to, he's not afraid to knock somebody out.
Yeah, he wants to win, and he knows what it takes to, or he understands what it takes to get to this point.
You know what's really sad? The culture under a certain coach, the culture under a certain coach at least had pride in Tennessee. I need a culture that when somebody steps on the power tee with disrespect, you knock them out cold.
Yeah. That's
the kind of culture we need. And I'm not advocating for violence, but obviously, Jordan Murphy doesn't seem to care what jersey he wears or where he plays. Mm-hmm. I mean, I hope he's just young and being dumb and that mistake's corrected and he's able to be successful at Tennessee. But if not, he's got to go.
Yep.
If not. Because I agree. It's not a privilege from him. Chad Mitchell said Todd Chandler gets a minimum of 20 carries. If not, we riot. I'm not going to put a minimum on there, but we got to get him the ball more. No touches in the second half. If he's not hurt, that's unacceptable.
I agree. I think it was, I think Pruitt said in the press conference that it was because he couldn't hold on to the ball and Eric Gray had the hot hand.
Yeah.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree with that, but Ty Chandler is probably your best playmaker on offense.
Yeah, and then Soldier Boy's Flow said, no, Eric Gray needs the most carries. Just take him out and we need him to pass protect. That's just not viable. He's a great back. He's got to learn to pass protect. Now, being not great at pass protecting and getting your crap blown up are two different things. Mm-hmm. He's got his crap blown up.
Yeah.
So, and that by a corner. And not a linebacker. Not a defensive lineman.
I think Eric Gray is going to be a good back. But in high school, he never had to pass protect.
No. I like Eric Gray a lot. I thought he obviously showed some good stuff. Got to be able to pass protect. It's just part of the game.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
And I mean, you're a freshman, you're going to make mistakes.
And he's not a big back either. No. I'm not asking for you to pancake that guy, but you got to slow him down.
Yeah. You can't let him hit your quarterback.
And I'll knock JG for that too. I already have. I'll do it again. Move. You had to see him coming. You can't expect Eric Gray to hold him off. You didn't even move a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah. We're getting a bunch of comments here. Flint Donald Carr or something like that. We need to change quarterbacks. I don't disagree with you. You all know if you've watched this show, listen to this show. I have said I think roll with JG. I've given him chance after chance. I've never said he's the guy, but I think now it's time to move on. I think not only have you seen his ceiling, I think he may have gotten worse. He needs to stay off Twitter. I think he thought he was going to have a good season too. I don't like the comments that he didn't think he played bad, didn't think he played great. You didn't win, and you're the leader of the football team. Your team played terrible, you played terrible. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
And that's that mentality again, that it's just whatever. We don't have that winning. I don't think this team knows how to win.
No. And a lot of people are going, the offense can't be expected to score 38 points. Bullshit. It's Georgia State. 38 points on Georgia State?
Yeah. I mean, we were projected to win by 25.
Yeah. And we didn't even score that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be expected. People, JG's not the problem. He had 300 yards. No one should be expected to score 38 points on Georgia State? Yes, you should.
Yeah. I agree.
That's terrible.
And a lot of people are going to say, yeah, he's threw for 300 yards. His QBR was a 60.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Hey, but the only quarterback better this week, Jake Fromm in the SEC.
Yeah.
On third down, when the length was less than 6 yards, but more than 3, when the sun was just sitting in the right spot, and Georgia State's best defensive lineman was on the right side of the center, Jarrett Guaranton was the best quarterback in the country.
Yep. He had the best QBR when somebody went 26 for 40 during 11 yards. That's 14 incompletions. And there should have been another pick, but we got bailed out for pass interference.
Yeah.
He didn't even look at anybody else. He stared at him the whole time, and the linebacker was just sitting there and hit him right in the chest with it.
Yeah, I don't think the linebacker really expected the ball to. I think the linebacker was like, I'm in such great coverage.
Yeah.
No one would throw the ball this way.
No. It was unbelievable.
Credit to Georgia State's players for, number one, believing. You know how many teams roll in there just knowing they're going to get their shit kicked and don't try or don't put forth the kind of effort it takes to win? Credit to them. Credit to the coaching staff for saying, screw how good we are this year. We're going to do whatever it takes to beat Tennessee. Credit to that. Because not a lot of teams are bold enough to do that.
Well, and I think that goes back to our mentality. We don't have that winning culture. No one's scared of us.
No.
You haven't proved anything on the field to make somebody scared to play you.
No.
I mean, look at the last 2 games Tennessee played. Absolutely terrible.
Yep.
No one's scared to play you. So I don't know why do you have any confidence whatsoever to just go out and, be so nonchalant about anything?
Right. And I could complain about this game all day. I want to also say, just because we're criticizing doesn't mean we don't support. We'll both be there on Saturday and we'll both cheer. And I'll be there every single home game this year. Now I have to work a few of them, but I'll be there every single home game this year. And I'll cheer for Tennessee. Now, that doesn't mean I can't be upset with them, because that was a terrible performance.
Yep.
We didn't get beat by a better team. We didn't try our best and a couple bounces didn't go our way. No. We played atrocious. And it's fair for them. They should know that. It shouldn't be, you shouldn't be bashing a bunch of 18 and 22-year-olds. They're just kids. They're playing a game. They choose to come and play a game.
Mm-hmm.
They're here. Play it. That was barely that. Now, I don't know. Do you have any more ranting to do about that game? Because I kind of want to, I could literally do it all day. I kind of want to flip to what happens next kind of deal.
I do have some, kind of positives. I think we do need to do a better job of getting the ball to our playmakers.
Yeah.
I think we do a good job of that. Especially when you have Marquez Callaway, Juwan Jennings, Josh Palmer.
They didn't touch the ball enough.
Ty Chandler. Juwan Jennings had 7 catches, 108 yards, but a lot of that was in the, off a couple plays. And
how much did he make stuff happen too? Like I think it was a drive we ended up fumbling on. I think where he made like a 6-yard little dink pass into a 15-yard gain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
get the ball in his hands however you can. Which I think we were talking about wide receivers. Most touches, most touchdowns, and most yards. We talked about how Juwan Jennings, man, you got to get him touches because he's just going to grind out yards.
Yeah. I mean, when you need it the most, get it to Juwan Jennings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we actually finally threw it to a tight end. Dominic Wood-Anderson had a 54-yard gain. So he had 3 catches for 79 yards. Callaway only had 3 catches for 46 yards. Unacceptable.
Yeah.
And if it's because he's playing special teams, take him off special teams. I want him on offense more than I want him to return a punt.
Yeah, there's plenty of athletes on this team that can return punts.
Yeah. I want him to catch the football because that's – I feel like, in my opinion, he's the most – Ty Chandler probably too, but he's the most explosive guy on that offense.
Yeah.
So you got to get it in his hands. He's a for sure thing. And we did the same thing we did against West Virginia. We threw him, I think, 2 hitch routes and just stopped
went
doing
away
it.
from him.
Yeah, just stop.
It's this overthinking of like, I'm going to try to they're going to try to go to him. I'm going to try to outsmart him. No, make them stop it first.
Yeah.
Make them stop it. And I guess let's touch on the positives about the game because it'd be unfair not to, because there were guys. Someone just mentioned how Juwan Jennings is one of the 4 players that play with heart. There are more than that. I know I'm probably going to forget some guys, but off the top of the head, Juwan Jennings, obviously, I like the way Marquez Callaway played a lot. Henry Toto. I know I'm going to forget. I mean, Brett Smaglia, man, going out there and just banging field goals.
I told you.
Yeah, you did.
Dong punch.
And I know, I'm trying. Dude, Sean Schamberger played good in the first half and disappeared in the second half.
Yeah, I thought he played. Yeah. I noticed that too. Yeah. Didn't really see a lot of it.
I mean, is there anyone that just at least that fought? Because there's one. I mean, even Juwan Jennings, he played decent, but like, I guess we just didn't get the ball to him enough for him to play great. But I mean, he fought every time. He was blocking every down. Mm-hmm. I mean, he fought, and that's all. Effort is the only thing that you can require out of players. No one's going to go out and play an excellent game every game, but everyone can try their hardest.
Yeah, I think Trey Smith's first or second play, he pancaked somebody. So
yeah, there you go, Trey Smith. I mean, like I said, effort is all you can require from players. You can't require excellent games. I would be upset with the loss, but I would be more understanding of it if I felt like Georgia State if we played good and Georgia State just flat out came out and balled out and played the game of the century. Mm. I don't think they played the game of the century.
No,
I don't think so. So it's not that. I thought they played decent. It's not the game of the century.
I will say this: if Tennessee doesn't fix the safety problem, that's going to be an issue.
Our rushing defense is going to be really good because all people are going to need to do is throw the ball.
Yeah. Or run the ball because we can't.
Yeah, who knows?
We can't fill the lanes.
They can literally do whatever they want to our defense. Yeah. So what happens next? What we've seen, what we saw on Saturday, what happens next is Tennessee Vols go 1-11. That's what happens next.
Yeah.
Assuming everything stays the same. That's just how it is.
Yep.
Now, is this an anomaly? Did we come out overlooking Georgia State, looking to BYU? Did some players just not come in focused? Did some players need a kick in the rear to really get going? I hope. Because that means you can learn from this loss.
Yep.
If this is the rule and not the exception, you maybe beat Chattanooga, and you're probably going to lose the rest of the games because the rest of the teams we play are good. UAB, I think, will be kind of like Georgia State.
Yeah.
They won't have anything to lose when they come to us. They'll be more talented.
They're probably more talented than
They're more talented than Georgia State. They're more. I mean, they're going to be better. UTC may be the same way. Why not abandon all your, try to win the game?
Yeah, you think that people didn't watch that Tennessee game and put that speed option in their playbook for that week?
We may see Wildcat from Mississippi State the whole game.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah. I mean, so...
Because teams will do that to us. They will literally run something until it is stopped. But we don't do that.
No. So what happens next? My hope is, and I think I said this to you, when I say this, I don't think Pruitt's the next Saban. When I say this, I'm not. But in 2007, when Alabama lost to Louisiana Monroe, how did it happen? Was it because of effort? Did it look just sad? Did we look lost on the field? If all those things happen, I might have some hope. But I don't remember it happened that way. I think they just looked bad. Like, it wasn't just it wasn't like you were like, oh, they're not trying. Whereas that's what it looked like on Saturday for us. Michigan versus App State in 2005?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember watching, like, probably the last quarter when everybody started finding out, oh, App State may win it. I don't remember it looking like an effort problem.
Yeah.
Now, again, I'm not a Michigan fan, so maybe from a fan standpoint, it may look different. I don't know. But if those issues looked that way, I might feel more confident. But right now, I just have zero confidence that we beat BYU. I have zero confidence that we play with Florida. I have zero confidence that Georgia, if this was, freaking TWSAA, the clock would be running in the first quarter.
Yep.
Down 35-0. I just don't have any. Right now, I have zero confidence that this team, that was an anomaly. Now, I hope that's what it is. I hope they just needed something to wake them up. We're cocky. I mean, people were hyping them up on social media in July. People were feeling good about the quarterback situation.
Man, they look dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, people were really, like, set on 9-3.
I mean,
and
people were saying you're stupid if you don't believe so.
Yeah.
So
for me to forgive, I'm not going to forget this loss, but for me to forgive it, I think you have to beat BYU, you have to beat UTC, and you have to beat Florida. For me to forgive it. Because, I mean, this isn't just like, oh, we lost to West Virginia. No, this is like the worst loss in program history.
Yeah, you didn't just lose the home opener.
We've been bad for 10 years. Before 10 years ago, Georgia State didn't even have a program.
Nope.
So, I mean, that's where your program's at right now. It's low. Like rocky bottom low.
Yeah. And you were fighting to go 6-6 before the season started. You can't, if you're Jeremy Pruitt, you can't afford to miss out on another bowl game.
Nope.
And now you're really fighting to go 6-6.
Yeah. I said this as soon as we lost that game. I was like, this will be the most Tennessee thing ever. We'll play okay, but that loss will keep us from going to a bowl game.
It's probably so. I mean, it could be it. Again, nothing proves that to me, but like you said, the most Tennessee thing ever would be doing that.
That's sad.
Yeah, I want to believe so badly that this was an anomaly. We needed it, and that we'll play good against BYU. We'll win it. We'll play good against Florida. Have a chance to win it. Georgia may be a different, but you play good against these teams, and this was just Georgia State had it that day, and we weren't ready.
Yep.
That's what I want to believe. There's nothing that can bring me to that. I don't see us bouncing back and even going 6-6. I don't see it happening. Right now, I don't see us beating a single SEC team. Mm-hmm. Not even Missouri. That Missouri loss was terrible. We'll get into that soon. But it wasn't Georgia State bad.
No.
It wasn't Georgia State bad. So, yeah, I don't know. And I don't want to, I don't want to hear this crap about fan support and all that. Like, win. Period. People show up when you win. You cannot expect people to come when you put the job of the job of Jeremy Pruitt, the job of Philip Fulmer, as players, I don't want to say it's their job, but because it's not. But their goal is to win.
Yep.
Fans don't have to support you, just like you don't have to play at the University of Tennessee. You want them to support you, you win. You shouldn't. None of us should be expected to be Tennessee fans. In fact, I was talking to someone last night on the phone. I was like, why can't I just stop? Why can't I just go, you know what? I'm going to cheer for another team that brings me happiness. Because sports are supposed to be a stress relief. I'm supposed to be be able to go on Saturday and enjoy my day. I'm not supposed to be like angry. And I get, again, it's my choice. I know I love misery. Apparently, I get it.
Yeah, we all do.
But yeah, I don't know. I hate the fan support thing. Oh, the fans support them. Fans, I don't boo them. I don't boo the players while I'm there. But I'm not going to knock someone else for it. It's your money. You pay for the tickets. You pay for the shirt you're wearing. You pay for the hat you're wearing. If you want to boo them. Whatever. But I'm not gonna.
I think there's a difference in booing like players and booing the whole situation.
Yeah. That's I agree. It's not like, oh, I hate Jarrett Guaranton, I'm gonna boo you for it. Like like booing like the crap we're putting on the field.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna do it personally. I'm not gonna do it. But whatever, do it. Yeah, but the thing is if you go and win games, fans aren't going to do that. Period. And if you go and you win games you're supposed to, and you lose some games that you're supposed to, fans aren't going to boo you when you lose those games you're supposed to. They might be upset, but if you go play, let's draw up this beautiful scenario. You beat Georgia State, you beat BYU, you beat UTC, and then you go play Florida close and you lose in a heartbreaking fashion where you all gave it your best effort. You gave it a good shot. You know what fans do when you walk off the field? The real ones, they applaud you. That's what happens.
Yep.
You're not getting booed by people who just expect you to win every single day. That's not it. Like the people that are there against Georgia State are usually real fans. And it's not guys that just like bandwagon fans don't show up to Georgia State games.
No.
The only people who probably aren't like real fans are people bringing their families because it's cheap to do so.
Yep.
And they're probably not booing you.
And they probably left at halftime.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't want to hear that bullcrap fan excuse. It's stupid. It's just so dumb. Sports are about winning. If you want people to support you, you win. It's that simple.
Yep.
It's that simple. And yeah. So I don't want to, I know it's not players saying that. It's not. It's just really, really dumb people saying that. But I've seen that excuse a lot, and I don't get it.
Yeah. And you're talking about Jeremy Pruitt's comment about it wasn't about effort. He was like, it was about execution. But I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're giving effort, you're going to execute.
And nothing I saw on Saturday you couldn't convince me that we had a great week of practice in terms of effort. You can't convince me we brought it every day.
I'm really pissed that we had all this hype. The media only gets to see about 10 minutes of practice. So everybody didn't really know what we had. But if maybe they got to see a little bit more practice, maybe we wouldn't have been so stunned.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of pissed about that.
Yeah, at least like if you know we're gonna be bad, I mean.
Yeah, just let us know.
Just open it up and tell us.
Just give us a heads up.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Which I guess Jeremy Pruitt warned us. I told you we looked like a really, really bad high school team. Yeah. And he did tell us we had a lot of high school players on our team, so he warned us, I guess, in fairness.
Yeah.
But no, he's got to do a lot. Just win. And it is really funny. Do you think Jeremy Pruitt sounded different than he did last year?
No.
I don't either. People are like, why is he starting to sound like coach speak and butchisms? He's always sounded like coach speak, first off.
Yeah.
Like it's always
He's the definition of coach speak.
Yeah, it's always been normal. Like, will he say some comments maybe that other coaches wouldn't, like a few here and there? Maybe, but like for the most part, it's what every coach says when they get into a press conference. Every football coach says.
Yeah, he's not giving anything away.
No.
So honestly, I don't even know why you go to those press conferences because you know what you're going to get.
Right. I try not to put too much weight into them.
Just like when you ask questions about stupid stuff, like you're not going to get an answer for. Why don't you ask a question that he's actually going to answer?
Right. I mean, there's questions like the Bryce Thompson, like someone just said any update on Bryce Thompson today. Got to ask that one. He's obviously said no comment. I believe they asked about Murphy too, and I think he said should be back this week. Or we should see him this week on the practice field.
So what does Tennessee have to do to get back on track? I know we talked about, you have to win this game, but what do they actually have to do on the field to
I think if you just go win BYU, I think that makes a big difference. Obviously, you want to see good football.
Yeah.
And that helps you kind of think maybe Florida's got a good chance. You go just take care of business against BYU and UTC, and you put yourself in a good position that if you go and play, again, everything I've seen before, I don't believe it can be done. But if you can go win those 2 games, you put yourself in a good position against Florida. That you give yourself a chance to start turning that season around.
Yep.
So first off, I don't think we've taken it week by week to week. Like, we're already in week 1, and we're not taking it week by week. That's insane. But take it week by week. Take care of business with BYU. Week to week. Don't look ahead to Florida. You just saw that what happens when you take your UTC week by week. Like, just worry about UTC that week.
But what do you have to like see on the field? Not just like you need to win this game.
I need a win at BYU. I don't care how it's done.
Okay.
I don't care if we kick 7 field goals. I don't care. Kick 7 field goals, win by 2, whatever. Win. Because that's the bottom line. I tell people all the time, Tim Tebow's not a great quarterback, but you know what he did in the NFL? He won ball games. That's the only stat as a fan that I really, really care about. That's it. Go win ball games first, and then we can start talking. Then UTC, again, don't look past Florida, but you can start doing things that prepare you for the future of the season. Like, you can start maybe putting in packages that maybe you want to try out. Now, obviously, you need to have a contingency plan for when shit hits the fan. That you just you go with the 5 offensive linemen you know that are good. You know you're bringing Todd Chandler back on. Whatever, you need to have a contingency plan, but you should go in and beat UTC no matter what you run, right? Just like you should against Georgia State. So yeah, you can work on things while also having a contingency plan. So first, beat BYU. I think that gets yourself back on track in terms of feel like we're back to normal. Obviously, we're not, but you get a relief feeling. If you don't beat BYU, man, you're scrambling hard.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. That's your first step. Looking this week, beat BYU, take care of BYU. That's your first step, and then moving forward, you can really start to talk about like how the offense and defense runs and looks, because we can't do that right now. What we saw, too much rotation. No one really looked great besides outside of our wide receivers who we knew would be good. So right now it's just just go win. I don't know. What do you need to see? Because that's all I've got right now is like.
I mean, I feel you on that. We need to just go out there and play. I mean, we should have just went out there and out-athlete Georgia State. But we had too many stupid mistakes. If we don't turn the ball over 3 times on our side of the 50, we don't lose.
Well, and
it's probably close, but we don't lose.
But that first fumble, that kills us. That's what killed us against App State, which, again, I said that App State one, I thought the same thing against Georgia State. I said, we're fine. We gave up a touchdown. We're fine. We gave up a touchdown, just never bounced back.
Yep. And we went up 14-7.
Yeah. But the momentum just never felt there.
No, it was always just like, and we talked about this today, that we just always, we were down, but we always thought, we're going to pull it out somehow. Something's going to happen. We're going to actually win this game.
Yeah.
And then it just never flipped our side.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was super weird, but, for me, I think you got to take care of the football, number one.
Yeah.
You got to start fast. That's the last 2 seasons. Look at the first, this one was the second play, but the first one was the first play. Look how they started.
Yeah.
I mean, just first of all, we need to stop throwing sideways.
Yeah.
Number one.
For real.
Let's just cut that out. Just all that, no. We're not throwing sideways anymore. Nothing good nothing good happens when you throw sideways. There has to be some kind of leadership. I feel like there's not a ton of leadership.
No, there doesn't seem to be that on the field. I feel like if that had happened I feel like you would have seen the leadership there on the field Saturday if there was a strong leadership core.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like you have to pick that 5
right
that you're going to go with. Now, if you sub them a couple here, a couple there, just like one. Yeah, but you have to have some sort of flow to the offense.
Right.
No, everybody was just thrown in there every drive. Guys were thrown in there different plays. There's no flow to that. No one gets that. You kind of have to. Everybody needs. You kind of have to have a play where you just
settle back in. What?
All right, I'm good.
Yeah. What can get us a breather? What play can we run that can kind of get everyone calm down? And I agree. So you need to see all this. Now let me ask you this: do you need to see it this week, or if what I said, you just beat BYU in whatever fashion it is? Are you For me, I think BYU's that play that settles us all in. If we beat BYU, it's that might have been an anomaly. Let's settle back in, take care of business against UTC. And now someone said, which I don't necessarily agree with, but they said beat BYU, and then beat Florida and all is forgiven. I don't necessarily agree with that because I wouldn't say all is forgiven. I think if you miss a bowl game because of that game, trouble's brewing.
Yeah,
but
if you beat Florida, you're at least back on track.
Exactly.
At least it was a game that you didn't. I mean, me and you didn't think we were going to win.
Right.
So at least we're back on track where we should have been to begin with.
Right. So I think beat BYU. I think that's your breather. You settle in, but I think to beat Florida though, in terms of momentum, in terms of energy, in terms of effort, you have to take care of business against BYU, take care of business against UTC to even get to that point.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked, like, is this BYU win? Or you like? Obviously, we'll be frustrated if we don't look good, but will that give you more of that, like, all right, let's sit back and let's just kind of let us play out? Like, was that good enough for you?
I'll at least bat an eye. I'll be like,
I mean, I'm not saying like we should just be like, oh yeah, we're fine, like we're gonna go. But like, if we just win, that's it, win. Like, will you be able to at least be like, okay, like right now we're on edge. Every Tennessee fan.
Oh yeah.
You could feel it I went to Barley's for dinner. You could just feel everyone's just ugh.
I mean,
sick.
Yeah, I mean my wife has told me, she keeps asking what's wrong with me. I'm like, what's wrong with me.
Don't ask that question.
I'm depressed.
Yeah.
I need time. And that's why we gave y'all a day off yesterday. Because
Exactly.
we all needed just a day to just like soak it in. Some people went through that terrible thing of rewatching the game. I don't know why you would do that to yourself, but you did. Oh.
I had to. I had to know if it was as bad. Because, it was emotional. And that's what a lot of this episode's been. I apologize. Like I said, I'm not writing stats down. I'm not doing that for this game. Mm-hmm. It's emotional right now.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was emotional there. I told you, I got out of character. I'm normally not the guy that just yells at the coaching staff while we're on the,
They heard you though, right?
I'm sure. It was loud. It was loud enough that everyone was like, who is this guy? Yeah. But it was when we missed assignments on the option, and then we kicked a field goal on 4th and 2, and then when they rolled JG back out on that, I was just like, nope, had enough. All that culminated to that point. But yeah, very emotional. So I just went back and watched it just to assure it was as bad as I remember, and it was. It was. Yeah. In case you were wondering, it was.
So I guess what you asked me, I think I will be.
You'll relax a little bit.
Yeah, I will not be forgiven. If we beat Florida, I'll be like, okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back in.
You have more faith in the team.
Yeah, I'm back into it. I'm invested. I need
Georgia tailgate will be big for some reason. We know we're going to lose it, but it'll be big.
I need to see more, but at least we're back on track where we thought we should have been from the get-go.
Yeah, I think as far as like fans go, and I think, this is my opinion and everybody thinks they're right. I think I'm right. If we take care of business at BYU, let's just sit back. I'm not saying to be like, go full, JG's going to win the Heisman, but like sit back and just, let's settle in and just kind of hope we're taking it week by week and we're getting better and we'll be there for Florida. Again, everything I've seen, that's not going to happen. But that's what I hope happens. I mean, what I hope is this is just a real good kick in the rear and we go and dominate BYU and be where we should be. That's what I hope. Because what I saw from BYU, a talented Tennessee team, a team that beat Auburn, the team that beat Kentucky, should have no problems against BYU.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what we need to see.
You got to dig down and find some of that.
Yeah.
Because we're paying this coaching staff so much money.
Yeah.
Like, there has to be... Like, I know some of the blame is on the players, but some of it is on the coaching staff also.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you have to get yourself... Like, this is the first game of the season. You have to get your players ready.
Yep.
I mean, the players have to take initiative and actually want to play.
Yeah, at some point it's on the players too. It's on both. Like,
yeah,
it is.
But you have to do. I don't know. I'm not a coach, so I don't really know how to. But I feel like in my playing career, like there was always something to play for.
Yeah.
But it just looked like Saturday there was nothing. Like
motivation's tricky.
Didn't care.
Motivation's tricky because it can only go so far. Like, only so many times can a coach stand up in front of you and go get you hyped for a game. At some point, it's on you.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky point. I think at least at halftime I've been like, guys, kneeling's really pretty at night, and you'll find that out if you don't pick it up because we'll just run the stadium stairs until midnight.
Yeah.
I mean, because motivation's tricky. You can motivate in many different ways. I think that probably would have been something like my halftime speech. Like, you want to stay after?
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like the coaching staff and the players kind of are on the same level with. The coach is like, do you still want to get paid this amount of money?
Yeah.
And the player's like, this is where you make or break. Like, are you going to get paid to do this?
Yeah, that was one thing I did want to even say about the Jordan Murphy thing is like, it's not really so much. I'm also mad about how I feel he's representing Tennessee and trying at Tennessee, but like NFL teams aren't going to take you if you're tweeting that crap after losses. They don't want that attitude on the team.
No, and they won't have it.
They don't.
We're going to talk about Hard Knocks. You know, John Gruden would just be like, "Oh yeah, just get him out of here."
Yeah, they don't care. We're going to do some weird. I'm sorry, we're running long. We'll get through all this though together. Don't worry. At least it's not a 4-hour game that we're losing to Georgia State.
Yep.
Tailgate talk, man. It was the best tailgate we've ever had, and we've had some great tailgates.
How many people do you think were there? About 60?
Maybe more than that, a little more than that. But it was a good time. It was good. We'll do it again at BYU. I know there won't be as many people there because I don't blame you guys. But hey, even if you're not going to the game, come enjoy it with us. At least you'll have a fun Saturday.
Yeah.
So we'll have a TV there, so you can watch some college football games. I'm pretty confident we'll be able to get ESPN all year after that game.
Yeah. So that was solid.
Yeah. So come enjoy that with us.
We went around and talked to a bunch of people. Yeah. Had a great time.
We got some good content that should be coming out Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
Hopefully before next episode. That's what I'd like to get it out on Wednesday before we roll in. And then obviously we had our live episode. Hope you guys tuned in for. Kind of hope you all tuned in for that. It was a good one. Also some terrible predictions. Actually, those one guys we asked, they were like pretty close. They had a low scoring game.
21-7.
Yeah.
One guy said 21-7. I was like, I don't like that.
No, they were a lot closer than we were though. I had way too much faith in their offense. I did. Way too much faith. Big Jim Chaney, man. Whew. Yeah. That was rough looking, buddy. We'll get it fixed though.
He went from Diet Coke to Coke real quick.
Yeah.
He was like, oh God, no.
Right. But yeah, we'll do it again. Same spot. We're right between Church Street United Methodist Church and the engineering building, between the stadium and World's Fair. That's the square right there you just got. Also Maplehurst Apartments, I think is what they're called. We're right in there. So I don't know if we tweeted out the location. Did we?
I don't think so.
Sorry, guys.
I did tweet out something about our tailgate on my account, and if you asked, I just told you.
There you go. So cool. Yeah, so feel free. You're always invited. So just, if you're like, they didn't tweet it out, just DM us, tweet us. Don't care. We'll let you know. You can tweet personal accounts or what you're there and there. I'm trying to make sure I'm pointing at them. But you can always tweet the personal accounts or the More Important Issues account, and we'll get with you. But yeah, swing by. It's a lot of fun. Love to play cornhole, talk, hang out, do all that jazz.
You meet a lot of people doing that too.
Yeah, it's fun.
Just those guys that park right next to us.
Yeah.
They were part of the tailgate.
I should have got their names. I'm sorry I didn't. If you somehow find us, then hey. Well.
You meet guys from Vol Twitter.
Yep.
So, we met a group of moms.
We did.
They enjoyed it.
They were fun.
They were fun.
They were very fun. Moms drink free, guys.
Yeah, and a lot of people, we didn't trick them into saying this at all, but they're just like, More Important Issues is the best.
Yeah, they're like, hey, can we have the microphone so we can tell you that?
Yeah.
So
did not persuade them.
Not at all. Not at all. Did not offer Jello shots in exchange to say that.
Yep.
We did. We actually got Jello shots given to us.
Yeah.
We're letting them say that in the microphone.
Yeah.
College football. What a weird week in college football. Can we talk about that? So many weird upsets.
Yeah.
Also, Arkansas.
I hate that we had to be one of them.
I know, right? Also, Arkansas played Portland State, which is a thing apparently. Close.
Yeah.
What if that had happened too? Oh my gosh. I mean, props to you guys. The SEC. Shout out to everyone who hates the SEC because it was a good week to hate the SEC.
Yep.
Very good week to hate the SEC. I'm not surprised by the Ole Miss Memphis score. Obviously you think Ole Miss is going to roll up and win it, but I wasn't like, oh, Memphis doesn't have a chance.
Yeah.
Where I was like, Georgia State doesn't have a chance. That surprises me.
In the Liberty Bowl, man.
In the Liberty Bowl.
Apparently they've won the last 3 meetings in the Liberty Bowl.
Oh wow, didn't know. See, but again,
I think that's true. If I'm wrong, you can let me know. But I think that's correct.
But Memphis is a pretty good. They're probably in better shape than Ole Miss as far as programs go.
They would have beat us Saturday.
Oh, by 30.
Yeah,
by 30. And then UNC and USC. UNC with Mac Brown
and a freshman quarterback.
Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac.
That makes me feel a little. Obviously UNC and Memphis are both far better than Georgia State, but it makes you feel a little bit better that some other SEC teams are bringing up the rear with you.
Yep.
Oklahoma last night just, Jalen Hurts transfer you.
Oh yeah.
Transfer you. Shout out to Jalen Hurts.
Heisman you.
Yeah. Somebody was talking to me about how I feel about the Jalen Hurts transfer. Good for him. First of all, he didn't transfer when he lost the starting job. He still worked his butt off. He won them the SEC championship game, and then he transferred at the end of the season. He did the right thing.
He did it the right way.
He did transfers how they should be done.
Yep.
He did them the right way. And then he went and did what he thought was best for him. He's going to have a chance to win the Heisman if he keeps playing this way. And he's going to be in the NFL, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Because his big knock was he can't pass. Yeah. And he was 20 for 23.
He broke an Oklahoma record, didn't he?
Yeah. In the debut, I think. And he's the only Oklahoma quarterback to pass for over 300 yards and rush for over 150.
Oh, there you go.
So...
Yeah, so
6 touchdowns,
and he's also had the previous 2 Heisman and #1 overall players.
That wasn't even the best part. Did you see his interview after?
Yeah, that it. Yeah, oh,
just said we're sloppy.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I mean that's a mentality. That is the mentality you need to have.
That's the reason they're going to have a chance to play in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and I hope they win the damn thing.
I mean, if it's them versus Alabama, I'm going to be rooting for Oklahoma.
Yeah, we
get to play them next year. Are we still going? I guess we have to.
Yeah. And they're going to have a 5-star right behind.
I'm wearing my Baker Mayfield jersey. If we don't win at least 5 games this year, I'm wearing my Baker Mayfield jersey in Norman next year. It's not an Oklahoma jersey. It's a Cleveland one, but I'm wearing it.
Oh, I'll wear a Kyler Murray one.
The Arizona one or Oklahoma?
Arizona, not
Oklahoma. We'll get into BYU. We'll do a BYU preview, but their game with Utah, man, it just. First off, Utah doesn't look like a number 14 ranked team.
No. And people that are picking them to be in the college football playoff are idiots.
The only reason I say they have a chance is because they may go undefeated in the Pac-12.
Yep.
And it pisses me off, but they may have a chance to be in the college football playoff just because of that. If like, Oklahoma doesn't take care of business, you don't have a Big Ten team like Penn State or Ohio State competing there, which Penn State freaking threw up 79. I know it was on Idaho, but threw up 79 points.
What about another transfer, Jacob Eason, throwing for 349 yards?
Oh, wow.
For Washington.
I didn't see that. That's insane.
So, I mean, that's going to be a good game, Utah and Washington for Pac-12.
Washington should give them the run.
Yep.
And then, one thing I wanted to say about the 38, I wrote down this score just because fans are like, offense shouldn't be expected to score 38 points. Iowa. Yeah. The same Iowa that freaking runs like the Maryland Eye pretty much. They don't run the Maryland Eye, but you get it. Scored 38 on Miami. 38 points. Iowa scored 38 points, and we shouldn't be expected to score 38.
Miami of Ohio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Miami. The Miami. The University of Miami. Yeah, no, 38. Shut up. Get out of here. Get out of here.
What about Auburn winning with a freshman quarterback?
That's cool. I think Oregon's overrated. Like, they're the team that, kind of like I guess Tennessee, like, always kind of get that hype because of their program.
Yeah.
So I was kind of glad to see Auburn win, honestly.
Yeah.
Auburn's not a team that I always just root for against, just on.
I think it's
principle.
super cool that his dad was an Auburn quarterback.
Yeah, so I didn't know that. I did see that picture of him with Cam Newton after the national championship game. That's
really cool. Yeah.
But I did not realize his dad played as well until I was watching the game and they had interviewed him or something. They were talking about him, so that was cool. Thankfully, we don't have to play him this year because they beat us really bad.
And Iowa State against Northern Iowa, 3 overtimes, 29 to 26.
So
they're the number 21 team in the country.
That third overtime now is where they go to extra points, right? Or like 2-point conversions.
Yeah,
it's just one play.
Yeah.
So that somebody lost on a 2-point conversion play. Or Northern Iowa.
No, it was 29 to 26. So somebody kicked a field goal.
Oh, so what overtime now does it go to the 2-point conversion plays? It's just. You know what I'm talking about?
I think it's after it's the third one. I'm pretty sure.
So after the third one, they do that.
No, the third one they do that. But I think Northern Iowa did not, because they only scored 13 points in overtime. So I think that they, or maybe they went for it on.
They won by 3, right?
Iowa State kicked a field goal to win it. So Northern Iowa did not score in that third overtime.
Oh, okay. So that's stupid. You shouldn't be able to do that. You should have to do the 2-point conversion. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be allowed to kick field goals if that's the way it is.
Yeah, I guess that
if you only get one play,
they didn't score and they just kicked a field goal and won it.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. That's really dumb because you should be able to, like the 2-point conversion play should have to be like a play, not a kick, because that's a chip, and you get to take it from the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid. Is that sure? Does anybody know the overtime rule that's in here right now? Let us know it. I'm going to have to look it up real quick.
Oh, so I guess that's not true. So Iowa did score, and then they kicked a field goal, and then Iowa State ran it in, but they didn't have to kick anything so that's why they won by 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up the. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, but I'm gonna look up when you have to start going to two-point conversions. Okay. Any other college football playoff?
No, I mean, well, the Nevada Purdue game, that was a good game.
Beginning in the 5th overtime, it'll be 2-point conversions. Surely, though, you won't be allowed to kick, right? Like, you'll have to play it down.
I don't think so. I think you can just end it.
That's so dumb. Hopefully, that's not it.
I'm pretty sure.
In the 5th, if you can do it in 1 through 4, that's fine. But I hope not in the 5th because even like after the 2nd overtime, right, you have to go for 2 instead of kick an extra point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Because that would be really, really dumb. Hopefully that's not it. Well, I guess we'll see. Maybe A&M and LSU will let us know again this year. Mm-hmm. Also, I want to talk about this. A&M, I can't remember what defensive lineman it was. He said they're going to upset Clemson this week.
Ooh.
Yeah, bold statement there.
Who said that?
Did some defensive lineman for A&M. I mean, did you see Clemson play this week? Because it doesn't look like they're going to get slowed down.
Yeah, their running back needed 12 carries to get 205 yards and 3 touchdowns. Good luck.
Yeah. If you can slow them down, hey, shout out to you. Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
What about Luke Wilson going home? I did like that. How the tight ends interact. I like the tight end room at Oakland now.
Yeah.
I
like Luke Wilson.
Whoever, I don't remember the coach's name, the tight end coach, but
and him singing the Canadian national anthem.
Do it every game. Do it. But yeah, I like the tight end. He was like, I asked Luke Wilson if he could put our play sheet in French. Told me to F off. I think it was Luke Wilson. He's like, I can't wait to get to Canada. I was gonna walk around with $9 of change in my pocket. Yeah, tight end room's my favorite. I like oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget his name. The starting tight end, mixed dude.
Yeah,
I like him a lot. I'm rooting for him. The guy that's coming back from, he had a drug issue coming back from that, but he's been really cool about it and open and like I'm rooting for him.
What did you think about the actual preseason game between the Packers and?
So, like, first off, why? I mean, I've argued with people about this. I just don't understand. Like, someone's like, I mean, it's just a preseason game, played at 80 yards, whatever. So, I was like, yeah, I mean, that's true, fair, but I don't know. Like, first off, Matt LaFleur wanted to play it, and John Gruden wanted to play it. Why the F do doctors get to say they don't get to? That seems stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, if it was a more serious, like, so the picture that I first saw that night, Thursday night, I think it was, of the field looked terrible. But then, like, in the Hard Knocks video, it looked fine. So I was like, that seems stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess they walk on it. They know more than I do. Whatever.
Gruden was pissed throughout the whole entire game over that.
Which, I mean, a little fair. Because, like, how much do you, like, it's like practicing at that point.
Yep.
And you're making, what really sucks is, like, you're making decisions about these dudes' futures that week based on that game.
Yeah, so you kind of need that game.
Yeah, and they're not playing football. They're practicing at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It sucks for some guys.
But Peterman,
baby, he's on IR now.
Oh, is he?
I was looking up their depth chart today. He's listed on IR. Josh Dobbs made the 53-man roster. This isn't Hard Knocks. Josh Dobbs made the 53-man roster, by the way.
So did Shy Tuttle and who was Kyle Phillips.
Where's Shy Tuttle at?
I wish you wouldn't have asked me.
I mean, I don't know. It's like I don't even guess. I also love that I made fun of Gruden last week for the knock on wood if you're with me. And
yeah.
Hard Knocks pretty much made fun of him too. They showed that like 5-minute clip, not 5 minutes, but 30-second clip where they knock on wood. It just seems like a weird thing. I get every coach has their little quirks and stuff, but that seems like a weird thing. Hard Knocks, we talked about it, not our favorite.
What do you think about season. Is it the defensive line, or maybe it was the right tackle, or a defensive lineman, but he was just like in some kind of room and just like eating all this like candy and food. Did you see that little clip in Hard Knocks?
Did I miss it? I don't know. I'm trying to think.
He like had all these snacks that he was just like eating, and they were just like on the practice field. They were giving them a hard time about being big and stuff like that. And he was just in there just
Snack
eating like
munching away.
Twizzlers and Skittles and all that stuff.
Did he make the roster?
I have no clue.
I was about to say, he made the roster, dude. Do your thing.
I have no clue. But yeah, I just don't like Gruden anymore.
No, I don't like him. Weird dude.
Yeah, he's super weird. And screw the Raiders. They cut Keelan Doss. After all that talk about him in the entire show, they cut him.
That's weird.
He was like the best wide receiver they had besides, Antonio Brown.
Right. Obviously.
I thought that was crap.
Yeah,
Whatever.
for sure. Segments. Well, before segments.
Yeah, I will tell you about our new friends at Blue Chew. Guys, remember the days when you were always ready to go? You want to increase your performance and get the extra confidence in bed? Listen up. BlueChew.com, that's blue like the color, brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so you know it works. You can take them anytime, day or night, into your full stomach, and since they are chewable, they work up to twice as fast as the pill, so you can be ready whenever the opportunity arises. If you could benefit from extra function and more confidence where it counts, Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance. Most guys talk a good game, but Blue Chew helps you follow through.
After this week, a lot of all fans are gonna probably need some Blue Chew. I imagine that you're not getting very excited after those kind of performances.
Absolutely. Yeah, that'll turn your Audi into an innie real quick. Blue Chew is prescribed online and shipped straight to your door in a discreet package, so no in-person doctor's visits, no waiting in the pharmacy, and best of all, no more awkwardness. They're made in the USA, and since Blue Chew prepares and ships direct, they're cheaper than a pharmacy. And right now, you can get a special offer. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment for free with a promo code ARMCHAIR. That's promo code ARMCHAIR, ARMCHAIR, for free. Just pay the $5 shipping.
Sorry, that's some good spelling.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. And so Blue Chew is better, cheaper, and the faster choice. So go with them. Check them out. Do it now.
Go check them out. Hey, it's kind of what you may always be ready to perform. You may be, but why not have the contingency plan? You need to be able to throw the starters in the third quarter and go win. Mm-hmm. So have Blue Chews ready.
You never know when you might need it.
You never know. Just go ahead and get those things. Most important of the week.
I do have a question. If you just want me to go ahead and knock that one out.
Yeah, let's do some questions.
So, is at all time said, how can the team bounce back from this loss? Is it even possible? I think we kind of answered it. You're going to have to go out and just win.
It's certainly possible. I think to make a statement about the entire season is tough to do on one game. Now, like I said, it's hard to say that we're going to bounce back from it.
Yep.
But I don't think it's impossible. So
you got to make it to a bowl game. If you make it to a bowl game, I think
it's at least partially forgiven.
Yeah, it won't be forgotten ever.
The only way it's forgotten is if you go win 6 national championships, whatever Saban's done. That's the only way it's forgiven.
But honestly, if you go to a bowl game 6-6 or go to a bowl game 7-5, the difference in the bowl game isn't going to be that big of a difference.
No. I think at this point, all ball fans really want to do is just go bowling.
Yep. So. And they want to go. They want to go support.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We want to have another game on our schedule. Football season. It takes a while for football season to get back. So, and not a great way to start it off.
Right.
But.
That's another thing I want to say about as far as fan support goes. Georgia State had like 200 fans there.
Yeah.
And but we couldn't play because our fans were leaving. Shut up. Okay, sorry. None of our players have said that, so I'm not bashing our players. I'll do that. It's our fans.
Yeah.
Say that. Most important of the week, though.
Most important, I'm going to go with Jalen Hurts. He had a career night, and was asked about, what he thought, and he just wasn't satisfied. His initial response was, I got to go talk to my boys. We got to get right. We got to get better. They blew out Houston.
Yeah. and he had a career night.
Yeah. And just wasn't satisfied.
Right.
That's the mentality you need.
Absolutely.
So, I'm like we said, we're cheering for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. My first one is C.J. Thorpe. I wish I knew who. So his teammate, really, I guess, should get the credit. But C.J. Thorpe of Penn State, yeah. There was a huge truck stick on the sideline, on the Penn State sideline, and C.J. Thorpe. Did you see him react to it? I'm gonna have to look at the tweet. So it's funny. The tweet says the moment of the game might have been Brandon Smith busting out the truck stick and C.J. Thorpe reacting like he was moved by the Holy Spirit. Let me look it up real quick. It is hilarious, the reaction. Like, grade A.
Content.
Grade A. Let me see here. You go ahead and read your next one while I look that up so I can find this.
So my next one is the Jaguars long snapper, Matt Overton, offers to buy tickets from Colts fans and plans to donate them to the Riley Hospital for Children in downtown Indianapolis.
Nice.
So a guy that's not even on the Colts is like, hey, if you want to give your season tickets up, I'll buy them and give them to somebody less fortunate. I thought that was awesome. Yep. That's a long snapper. He's not making just like a crap ton of money.
No. So it's number 69. Nice. The hit's good too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he is like, it's awesome. It was a great one. Find my next most important. First off, got all these pictures to our tailgate. The more important issues tailgate should be the most important.
A1.
It was great.
Grit was supposed to come. Grit didn't come.
We'll see you next time, Grit.
You know who else needs to come? Gabe Walker.
He does. Gabe Walker.
Gabe Walker.
There we go.
We said it 3 times.
It's like Beetlejuice. He'll show up. Oh my gosh. I apparently don't have any more most importance. I did it. I guess that's a fail. Yeah, must be it. I'll have a random picture of a cat bus on here.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I'll give credit to our freaking whatever they're called. People who take care of the field. I don't know what they're called. Our field looked great.
Groundsman?
Yeah. The field looked fantastic.
The field did look good.
It's about the only thing I thought looked good on Saturday, but
yeah,
it looked good. I got a picture on the field on here. That's fine.
And the cat bus?
And the cat bus. Okay. The last most important for me is, did you see the Jackson State mascot?
Get a penalty?
First off, the greatest penalty of all time.
Oh, yeah.
The best part is he doesn't wait for the other players to get he is on top of whoever they're playing. Bethune Christian, I think is what they're called.
Cookman,
yeah. He is celebrating on top of them too.
Yeah.
One of the players gets mad at him. One of the Bethune players. It's awesome. Fantastic.
He didn't care.
No, not at
all. I don't have any more most importance. Do you?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. Fail of the week.
Oh. Yeah, fail of the week. Sorry.
Fail of the week is on me.
Hey, if it's a hot take tweet, all of us got it.
I guess it's on me because I kind of predicted all this to happen. But last year, a year to date on Saturday, these are my tweets. Feed Callaway. I want to see more plays to Dominique Wood-Anderson. Our offensive line looks atrocious.
Why is that a fail on you? That seems like you it seems like you were just predicting the future.
I mean, so yeah, I caused that, I guess.
Oh, you think you said it's like you said it 3 times and
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, so that could have been, that was definitely about the West Virginia game because we went
Correct.
to Charlotte, and you could have said it about Georgia State yesterday.
Absolutely.
All those things.
Fail of the week. Let's see here. I'm working on it. So, did DeMarcus Cousins actually get arrested this week?
I think there was a warrant out,
Or
right?
a warrant out for. So, was that real? Because him and Clay Travis had that. Clay Travis was like he's going to get arrested in the first 5 years. And then he didn't when he's in the league. But now he's only been in the league for 7 years. And then to get arrested. Clay Travis was like, maybe I should have changed my tweet to 7 years instead of 5. I was like, I mean, fair.
Did you see Clay Travis's video of the Alamo?
No.
He tied it in with Tennessee and not giving up. Or I don't know. It was pretty moving, I guess. There was music along with it, so. But did you see the Kobe Bryant and Shaq kind of debate? Not debate. But
they were
argument.
Yeah, I did. I saw a little bit of it. I saw Shaq's response to I saw one of his responses. I don't know what it was all about.
So Kobe said that if Shaq had the work ethic, he would have more rings.
He's like 4 more rings, something like that.
Yeah. And then Shaq, this is great. Shaq's first, so that was on Kobe, but
I think I saw the first response back.
So his response was, "Damn, I was so lazy," and it's him like dunking over like the entire Brooklyn Nets team. So it's a foul on Kobe because
don't come at the GOAT.
Yeah,
don't come at the GOAT.
The Shaqness.
I did have one more most important. Did you see the Packers welcome back luncheon? Did you see how they were dressed?
No.
Like the cast of Happy
yeah.
Gilmore? It was all, and dude, Aaron Rodgers' mustache, he looked just like Ben Stiller. It was, shout out to Aaron Rodgers. You're a weird dude, but you have some great costumes.
He is a weird dude.
Very weird dude.
I guess you have to be weird to be in Wisconsin.
And
Matt LaFleur is a weird dude too.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not a fan, Fizz. Not a fan.
Nope.
So is the NFL this weekend?
Yeah. There's a Thursday night game. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So fantasy it's here.
Yep. I got a fail on SportsCenter. They tweeted, I believe it was Minnesota, had a catch going into the corner, and they said only one hand needed, and the guy definitely used two hands. Nice. Now, like, in fairness, he stopped it with one hand, but like to make the catch, he had to bring the second hand in.
Okay.
That's not a one-handed catch. I need people to understand that. A one-handed catch is like, that's a one-handed catch.
Yeah.
You use one hand.
Yeah.
To make the catch.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like if I just touch the ball with one hand first and then complete it with two, that's not a one-handed catch. I need people to understand that.
I'm glad we're done talking about Georgia State. Let's move on.
Yeah, we're moving on. Hey, did you see? So I was just, I told you I was just on Facebook Marketplace today. This is a fail. Someone is selling a huge, all caps, huge 44 by 29 Rounders vinyl banner poster. Matt Damon, it's a Matt Damon poster. It's just a bunch of pictures of Matt Damon.
Who wants a
44 by 29?
How much is it?
You want it? $30. It's not bad.
No, I don't want it. I'm not a big fan.
Can
of Matt
we
Damon.
buy that and make whoever loses in fantasy like have to hang it in their living room for like a year?
No, so we need to do that idea we had the other day.
I don't remember it.
So when we're walking to the high school game.
Oh, yeah.
That would be hilarious.
It would be.
You just want to mention it?
I'm thinking something else. What did we say?
So you have to wear a high school jersey.
Oh, okay.
And then cheer and like yell and scream while everybody else, like we're there. Everybody else is there, but we're just like sitting there watching you while you do this. You're sitting like by yourself.
I love that. Oh yeah, and yeah. Okay, I was thinking a little bit something different, but yeah. Okay. I like that idea a lot. Well, obviously we talked about it.
Yeah, because that's some like Frosted Tips, like
that's good, but that's with you forever.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I think we should do it at a random high school game too.
Like one we don't have ties to whatsoever.
Yeah, we should go to like drive up to Cobb County and do it.
That'd be hilarious.
Or like have to go, or like if we go to an away game, like when we go to Lexington this year, unfortunately, we like find a high school around there on Friday night.
Actually, we don't even give them like that high school jersey. We just have like a random, like I have a random Miami jersey.
Yeah.
And he just like wears it.
I'd do it. Like not me because I'm gonna win, but like
that'd be
I would be in support of making someone do that.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Or just like maybe like sit with all the dads on the fence and act like you're someone's parent. It's like, man, that 17 is terrible. Dude's dad's right there.
Or like we get them a headset and like a polo of some sort, and they like go on the field and like try to like act like they're coaching.
See, that's what I thought at first because either I talked to someone about it or I just thought it and maybe didn't say it to you. But I was thinking I thought it'd be funny to try to. We could do it at South Louis. We could talk the coaches into it. I'm sure at least a scrimmage. Getting one of us in full pads, like warming up with them.
Like run down the field, run down the hill.
Yeah, we could swing that one.
I would just love it if Chad lost, because Chad, for those of y'all who don't know Chad, he's the big guy in our group. He's like 6'6".
You can look up his 247.
Yeah, he's like a 2-star from Montgomery Bell Academy.
He's a 3, wasn't he?
Was he a 3?
I thought he's 3.
I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a 2 in my book.
I don't know if he's still in this episode. He was a minute ago.
His name is Chaz in my phone, if that tells you anything.
Yeah.
He's a typical Chad.
He is. Chad, Brad, and Thad.
Yep.
That's all I've got for this.
Yep.
Guys, sorry I got a little emotional. I'll be emotional for a week. I'm like it's gonna be a tough one. What makes me mad is like people know that we have the podcast. People know that I'm a huge UT fan. So everywhere I go this week, what you think of the game?
Yep.
I don't want to talk about it.
That's what tomorrow's gonna be at work.
Yeah.
Like a guy sent me, he went into work today to get some papers or something, and he sent me a Snapchat, and he was like, "I found this next to your desk," and it was my Tennessee poster, and it was on the floor, and I was like, "Oh, that's fair. That makes sense."
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's just poetic though.
Yeah,
that's just it. It was meant to be. It's probably your fault Tennessee lost. It probably fell off when you were leaving Friday, and you forgot to fix it.
Somebody just went by my desk and just like, God.
That's probably it.
Yep.
Guys, thank you all for listening. Remember, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, ArmchairMediaNetwork.com, anywhere and everywhere, we'll be there.
Yeah, check out the content we'll have from our riders this week. Some good stuff coming out. The Mormon tailgate. We need to start planning that soon.
Yep.
And that's all we got. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.